What is going on, everybody? This is Scott, aka Pirate, from Pirates Card Castle, and today is the participation appreciation stream. It's been coming for a long time now. We've been through quite a few breaks. I've gone through multiple cases ever since the end of July. I've had quite a few participants, up to, I believe, the total. Let me just double check it here. But the total participants that we had was 54 unique participants hopped in on breaks. So want to give back, appreciate all the support you guys have given me. I love discussing the sport, talking about Formula One, and opening up the cards at the same time for everyone, hopefully hitting you guys some bangers. So this is my give back to everyone that's participated, who's joined in. So essentially what we're going to be doing today is cracking open this box and giving out some of the packs. I posted to the 4 different Facebook groups that I generally run the breaks out of, and gave everyone the opportunity to purchase a pack. The first 3 people that commented got that opportunity. So what's up, Jacob? See you in the chat. We've got 12 people who have locked their packs in. But the first pack that we will be opening will be going to, if you remember, from the last case I opened, there was one box that had 17 packs. We did eventually get a box later in the case that had 19, but got 17 in one of them. So I'm going to give back to that group. That pack is for free, and it's going to go by the same teams that you were in before. So, potentially, not even, oh man, Dylan, tell me you get a Cowboys jersey. Bro, I can't do it. This is obviously repping the New York Giants here. I'm actually wearing this jersey for 2 reasons. 1, to show my love for the New York Giants, of course, here living in New York. But 2, I don't know if you guys have seen this weekend, but Red Bull has been running a Honda-inspired Japanese livery for their cars, which pretty closely resemble the nice white with red on top. So doing it more so for Red Bull, not Haas, Drew, but appreciate, it does look similar. Now out on the track, I was actually watching free practice 1 and 2 this morning, and between the Haas, the Red Bull now, the AlphaTauri, the Alfa Romeo, there's a lot of white cars out there. So I think the Red Bull looks the best, maybe a little biased, but that's how it goes. So guys, again, I've got a ton of packs that we're giving away, ones that we sold for 30. I've got a ton of cards that we're going to be giving away as well. But the first thing that we've got to do is, let me bring it up on the screen again. This is everyone who was in this original Break the Box back on the 9th of September, so almost a month ago, exactly to the day. And we've got Andy for Mercedes, same guy that took home the Hamilton Gold 44 out of 50 base portrait. My man Chris James Letty taking Red Bull and McLaren, so some big opportunities for him there. Joaquin taking Williams, Steve on Ferrari, Badger taking Renault and AlphaTauri, Mark Anthony Didio with the Racing Point Prima combo, Ed Bonsai on Alfa Romeo, Drew on Haas, and Frank on all other F2 teams. So the stage is set for this one pack opening, guys, for everyone there that's listed. Of course, drinking the yellow Red Bull, getting pumped up. But here we go, guys. Let's get it back up, and we're going to do the first pack. So, as always, let's crack this seal here, guys. I got to say, it really feels nice opening a box knowing the price point is so low. The prices have gotten so crazy. We're talking people spending over $2,000 a box. I'm keeping my break prices as cheap as possible, doing it hundreds cheaper than the next. So definitely hit me up. The prices will, though. You guys, everyone that participated, you guys were in like the golden era of breaks and of this product, because my God, has it just absolutely gone insane. But let's count them up, guys. First things first, Let's count them up, make sure we don't have another box with 17 or maybe even 19. You never know. But let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Let's see. The other side, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alrighty. Here we go, guys. All right, first pack again. This is going to the folks from that box. Good luck to everybody. Everyone cheer them on. Hopefully we get something crazy. Again, this one is for free. All right, first pack, guys. Let's see if we can get a little first pack magic. All right, well, Charles Leclerc. Base card going to Steve. Going to Steve. Let's see. Card number 2 in our bonus pack here is Sergio Perez. That'll be going to Mark Anthony Didio. Very nice. Next card is a Guan Yu Zhou. Future Stars. Guan Yu Zhou may be coming in F1 next year, although maybe not. Hold your horses because Oscar Piastri is looking really good. And he potentially could, right here at the last minute, steal the seat from underneath Zhao, but we will see. All right, guys, last card in the free pack, and that one, again, that one's going to Frank. But here we go. Last card in the free pack. It is a purple. Hey, we've got a purple Lando Norris, driver of the day in Belgium. That one's going to Chris. So, Chris, congratulations on the free card. Let me just set this down, get some sleeves out here. Guys, not a bad start. Hitting a purple on the first pack. Beautiful. Very nice. We'll just sit that one up there for now. So, Chris, congratulations on the free pack. Again, hitting the Lando purple. And a couple cards for some other folks as well. So I'll make sure to add these to everybody's cards, respectively. Get these set over to the side just so I don't forget to do that. All right, guys. So we've now opened the first pack. We've gotten that one kind of out of the way, done right by the September 9th group box. And now what we're going to be doing is going through, opening up the rest of the packs for folks. We've got 12 out of these 17 that have already been purchased. Then I'm going to have 3 are going to be randomized. You'll have the opportunity to buy them here if you're live in the stream. And then the last one is going to be given away for free to anyone. And in between this, guys, in between, I'm going to take this Lando, just get it top loaded as well. But in between the packs, I'm also going to be giving away cards, and the cards are going to be given away to anybody, whether you're here or not. So really quick, let me get the participants up here just so you guys can see it. Randomizer. Basically what I'm doing is I'm going to be taking all of the participants here and randomizing the range to see who wins said item. So nothing, you won't have to spend any money on any of the cards. They're all free. And some of them are, decent and some are really nice. So we will see how it goes. But guys, the first thing I wanted to do is also answer some questions that you guys had. So whoever's pack that we're going to be opening, I'm going to answer a question, and then if we've got any more time afterwards, I'll take questions from anybody who's got one. But so the first pack that we're about to open next is for Steve Ford. So Steve, let's just get your pack out here. And Steve's got some questions for us. I'm going to go through one first for everyone, and then if we have time later on, we'll see how it goes. But the first one is Steve asks, with the rise in box prices, have singles adjusted appropriately Is it all just about Hamilton and a few other portraits with or without color? So here's what I'll say to that, is that the singles have started to pick up. And the singles actually started to rise a little bit back when we're talking around Nationals. So around Nationals time is when a lot of eyes got on Formula One Topps Chrome in general. And that's when the boxes went up from, 600 to almost 1,000. And everyone thought that was a huge increase. And we saw some of those portrait cards really start to grow, especially the Lewis Hamiltons. It is true that this product definitely follows Lewis Hamilton, right? Lewis Hamilton is the gem. As much as I like Max, Lewis is always going to be the top dog for value and for watching the trend of the sport. I will say I think the Formula One Topps Chrome product is a little top heavy, right? You see that the autographs and the base portraits are the really highly sought out items, and there's not quite as many people that collect the drivers of the day or the Grand Prix winners, even in a high, an orange or red. So those cards specifically have definitely lagged behind. I think the base portraits have started to pick up, and I think they're only going to start picking up a little more. So that's my take on that. But without further ado, Steve, we are going to get into your pack here. Hope you're watching live. If not, you'll be able to watch afterwards. And here we go, guys. This one is for Steve, so good luck to Steve. He's always a Ferrari fan, so we'll see. Maybe we can pull him a nice Ferrari card here. We're starting off with Antonio Giovinazzi, who is fighting for his seat right now. So many rumors, all of the questions that he's asked constantly in the media are all around, do you know if you have a seat next year? And of course he doesn't know, and he won't know, and he probably doesn't have a seat. So we will see. But Antonio Giovinazzi for the first card. Then a Pierre Gasly base. Very nice there for Steve, taking home a base portrait. Pierre Gasly, who said in the press conference over the weekend he's eyeing that Red Bull seat. He still hasn't given up on it. And we'll have to see. We will have to see where things go. Next card. Oh, I think I grabbed two. There we go. We've got a Lewis Hamilton winner in Hungary. Lewis Hamilton taking a 10-place grid penalty so far for changing his internal combustion engine in his car this weekend. Didn't change the other components, not the MGUH, MGUK, so doesn't get the full grid penalty like Max did, but potentially has to take those later. So it could be a 10-place grid penalty now and a 5 or 10-place grid penalty in another race. We'll have to see. But here we go, Steve. Last card for Steve in the pack is another Charles Leclerc for the Ferrari fan, and this one is a refractor, folks. So very nice refractor in the SF 1000 for Steve. Steve, I'll get all of these sleeved up for you. Congratulations on the refractor hit. And the Pierre Gasly base portrait, of course. I'm actually just about finished. I have my 1 through 20 base portraits completed. I'm closing in on the 1 through 20 base portraits Sapphire Edition. So trying to get all of those put together. All right, here we go. Just going to get Steve's cards put away. All righty. All right, guys. So the next pack we've got is Alex Nam. So Alex, who's been a recent participant over the past couple weeks or so, has been a big Mercedes and Red Bull follower, loves Formula One. And he asked, so what are my thoughts on the future of F1 cards, wax, and collecting in general? So I think if you are in the hobby, if you guys know card collecting at all, you know that we saw in like 2018, 19 into 20, like a huge boom, right? In just sports card collecting in general, anything from, NBA, NFL, baseball, soccer, all the way to, even other things like Pokemon, Magic the Gathering. Collecting boomed, and then it kind of dropped off a little bit. There was definitely a pullback. And then COVID hit, and there was another mini boom as well as everyone was kind of forced inside, and a lot of people were focused on things like card collecting. And so since then, there's been a bit of a retracement. But I think card collecting, honestly, long term, will only continue to grow. Because if you think of the generations now who are around my age in your 30s or in your late 20s, early 40s, even up to your 50s, as a kid, we had some cards, but it wasn't the crazy amounts of different types of cards. Every sport has a card now. So I think that it's only going to continue to grow. And 20 years from now, there will be exponentially more people collecting cards. We'll have to see how the NFTs kind of play a role in that, because NFT card collecting has also increased, right? There's been a lot of people who spent a lot of money on NFT cards. So we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, that's my take on card collecting in general. I think for Formula One, I think the 2020 product is going to be king. It's the first Topps Chrome product. I think there's a lot of good Topps Now cards will be good, and I think the Chrome product will continue to be great. 2021 and onwards will be great, but 2020 will always be king. It's got great rookie cards, George Russell, Lando Norris. It's got the first print, right? It's the first Topps Chrome print for Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. So I think that this product will ultimately be king. I think sealed, this stuff, the sky is the limit. I mean, we could be talking $5,000 a box in 5 years, especially if the other Chrome does well. If 21, 22, 23, 24, if they're all well received and they sign another 5-year deal with Formula One to keep making their cards, especially given how there's been some licensing changes on some of the other sports. Be interesting to see. Maybe Topps will go really all in on Formula One. And the product will increase. Hopefully their quality control issues are ironed out and we don't have peeling on every card. But yeah, so that's my take on that question from Alex. And Alex, without further ado, let's get into your pack here. So far, we've had a decent start. We hit, out of this box at least, we hit the purple Lando for Chris. And now we've got one refractor in the bag. And we're starting off with Max Verstappen, winner in Brazil. Didn't look great in free practice 1 or 2 this morning, so definitely has some work to do on that Red Bull, and specifically for Max, because he was behind Sergio in a lot of the simulations and qualifying sims, long run pace, etc. So ART Grand Prix F2 team here for Alex. We've got a Lewis Hamilton, Formula One award winner. All right, last card for Alex is a Lance Stroll World on Wheels. And just a funny aside, Lance Stroll and Max Verstappen both said that if they were not in Formula One, they would be rooting for Fernando Alonso. I think there's an interesting little bit of an alliance being formed between Max Verstappen and Fernando Alonso. Fernando has always been fairly anti, British media and kind of thinks that, they're out to get him. He's been saying, there's one rule for him, different rules for everyone else. He even went so far as to say that, see who gets the next penalty and check what their nationality is, right? See if they're British or not. So, Fernando is coming in hot, to say the least. And I think, he understands the pressure that Max is on as a non-British driver. But congratulations, Alex, on that one. The next one is going to Johnny. And Johnny, I can see you've got a question in the chat, so I'll go ahead and read that one. So he said, how do you feel the new 2021 Topps Chrome product is going to do? I'm excited. The first set will always be iconic, but the new set should be fun to collect. So absolutely. I think it'll be a great set. I think we're going to see Yuki Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher, Nikita Mazepin rookie cards. I think the Mick Schumacher will be highly sought after. We'll have to see on Yuki and Nikita how they perform over the next year or so to see where they land. But I think overall the product looks good, right? They changed some of the variations. I think they've definitely added some more variations because they are printing a lot more of 2021 than they are of 2020. Trust me. I'm predicting anywhere from 2 to 3 times as much, if not more, 2021 product to be printed in the first place. Yep, Johnny, we've got Alonso first print, right? He's coming back in, Topps Chrome. That's going to be big. And also last prints for a couple folks, right? I think, Kimmy retiring, this will probably be the last set that he's in. And we'll also get to see some folks on different teams, right? In the 2020 product, a lot of folks are on their old teams. Now we'll get to see some of those guys on their current team, which I think people will appreciate. And especially some of the new fans will really like. As far as how 2021, I think it'll do, I will say I think it's a little overpriced right now. I think the pre-order hype has gotten a bit crazy. And I think more of this is going to be printed than people anticipate. So we'll have to see. The demand for the product for Formula One Topps Chrome in general could balloon, right? We could see a huge growth, especially in the United States, for Formula One in general, and that could bring a lot of people into card collecting. But I think that overall 2021 print run is going to be massive, and prices are probably going to come down during the off season, right? When we're talking, after Christmas, January, we're going to be through a whole month of no racing, no winter testing, nothing, right? So I think it'll start to wane. People have opened the product for a month. It'll probably come down a little bit. I think, end of January, early February, I would target. I've been telling a lot of people that. I think that is going to be probably a decent time to buy if we see prices start to fall. I don't know that they'll fall any further past then, because then we're going to have winter testing at the middle to end of February, and then Drive to Survive is going to come out, and then the new season is going to start. So it's literally like the hype train is just going to build and build and build. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that one for you, Johnny. And Johnny, let's get into your pack. Let's get in to Johnny's pack. Now, Johnny is the resident good luck charm. I always tell him, whenever he's in an opening, he's gotta save some of that luck for himself. He can't be giving it to everyone else. He's got to save some for himself. So let's see if he did just that. But we're starting off with Marcus Armstrong, the man who no one can find their autographs of. I know dozen people who have a Marcus Armstrong autograph redemption card. Prima, F2 team. Here we go. Johnny. We got Campos, F2 team. Let's see if we can hit a banger here in the last card for Johnny. What's it going to be? Oh, we got Pierre Gasly, the comeback kid for AlphaTauri. Not the biggest hit, but we will take an insert. Not too bad there. Johnny, Pierre Gasly coming in strong. I'm really interested to see how Pierre does in the new cars, because I think that if he finishes this season strong, and if he puts in a really good performance 2022 next year in the new cars, I think 2023, I think that would be the time that Red Bull would consider re-signing him. So, Red Bull could always pull a, mid-2022 season, pull him back in, right? They do love doing the mid-season change. So we could see that if Sergio isn't performing. Alrighty, guys. The next pack is going to be for Wyan Tam. And he says, what other sports do I watch, and what is my favorite team for that sport? So yeah, as you can see, I'm wearing a New York Giants jersey. So I do love football. I played football in college. Not in any crazy, really good sport or really good school, but I did play in college as a wide receiver. And I love football. I've always been a big Giants fan. And Saquon Barkley is the man. I wish we still had Odell. I loved him, but he's gone now. So we'll see. I also watch baseball, love the Yankees. I'm definitely like a New York lifer. Love all the New York teams. Even the Knicks, especially as a kid, I was a huge New York Knicks fan for basketball. I don't watch too much. Honestly, Formula One is the sport I watch the most. But outside of that, I definitely do follow the New York teams. Alrighty, here we go. So this one for Wyan Tam coming up. Coming in hot, guys. And thank you, everyone, for hanging out here. Do appreciate it. And appreciate everyone that's been hopping in the breaks. Going to have a ton. I've got 3 cases plus coming in hot starting next week. So, all right, guys, Mattia Binotto for YN Tam. YN Tam, a big Williams fan, Ferrari fan, and AlphaTauri. And there's a Pierre Gasly for YN Tam. Very nice. Third card, Lewis Hamilton. And let's see, last card in the pack is the Sultan Ayam. Another track tag for us here. All right, congratulations, YN Tam on the insert, and the Pierre Gasly, very nice. Also, you can't go without mentioning Harry Potter, Mattia Binotto. I really want to pull like the superfractor. Has anyone seen the superfractor for Mattia Binotto? Because I would love Harry Potter superfractor, or just like a big red or orange. It would be great. All right, guys, let me get these cards all set. Beautiful. Okay, guys, we are going to take a quick break from the pack opening, and we are going to do a little bit of randomization here, guys. So the first card item set that comes up is a Guan Yu Zhou World on Wheels refractor and a Mick Schumacher Sapphire base car. So these two are the first cards that are up for grabs. And guys, this is up to anybody. Anybody can win this. So I am going to, real quick, switch it over to display capture. All right, guys, I've got the entire range highlighted here. I am going to randomize 5 times. 5 times here. And whoever is on top is going home with those 2 cards. So here we go, guys. We're doing it 5 times. We are going to randomize the range. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and here we go, guys. Who is on top next? Dan Bellis. Congratulations, Dan Bellis. And I'm just going to write this down so I can make sure I keep track of everything. But congratulations, Dan Bellis, taking home the Mick Schumacher and Guan Yu Zhou. Let me just get this back up on here. Congratulations again, Dan, taking home the 1-2 Formula 2 combo for Dan Bellis. Love the Sapphire cards. That Mick Schumacher is really nice. So I will put these over there. Beautiful. And we've got another one coming up, guys. And I'm going to need a little bit more because this is a 4 card. We got 4 cards here in this next offering. So we'll go. Here we go, guys. All right, the next one, we've got a Marino Sato purple. We've got a Dams F2 purple. We've got a Racing Point Formula 1 team purple, and an Antonio Giovinazzi. And this is 371 out of 399, number 189. We have the 4 purple combo. And again, this is going to completely random. We're going to do it again. So let me get it up here. We're going to get everyone selected. And we are going to do 6 times. 6 randomizations this time for this range. So here we go, guys. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here it comes, 6. Erica Vaccaro. You know what? And we're actually going to do that one more time. Sorry. So Erica Vaccaro, if you guys haven't known, that's my fiance. I probably should just take her off this list. She's laughing in the background. We're going to do one more time to make sure this goes to somebody. So here we go. One more time. Randomize it. And Damiano Marcangelo, congratulations. Taking home the quad purples here. I'm just going to go ahead and remove Erica from the list. We don't need her stealing any cards. All right, guys. So congratulations. Damiano taking home the 4 purples Very nice. And let me just, again, I'm going to write all these down so I don't forget. Alrighty. Congratulations. And I've got one more to give away here before we get back into some packs. And this one is going to be just a 2-card. And guys, there are a lot of cards, so get ready, because we've got a lot of opportunities to win tonight, trying to see if we can spread the wealth out. So we've got a Sebastian Vettel refractor and a Carlos Sainz base portrait. So for this one, guys, we are going to randomize it 4 times. So let me get it back up here. All right, we've got everyone selected. We are randomizing 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and here it comes, guys, for the Carlos Sainz base portrait and Sebastian Vettel refractor. Jai Deacon, congratulations. Just saw you in the chat a few minutes ago, so congratulations on taking home these 2 beautiful cards. Let me get them up there. There you go, Jai. You will be taking home the Carlos Sainz and the Sebastian Vettel. So congratulations to Jai. And then, guys, we are going to get back into some more packs and questions before we've got a few more cards to give it. But let's see. We've got one pack here. And up next for packs, we've got Drew Cheskin. Drew asks, question from both him and his wife. They want to know about the tires that each team has every race. So sometimes you hear about an announcer talk about Team X only having a certain amount of set of tires for the race. So what are the rules around the number of total sets of tires a team has, and are those tires supposed to be used for practice, qualifying, and the race? So let's talk about tires, right? So obviously, as you guys know, there is the soft, the medium, and hard compound. So the soft giving you the most grip, but running out of tread or running out of rubber quicker than the others. So you're going to lose pace eventually when it falls off, and you're going to have to pit. The hard being the hardest one to turn on, it's a little bit slower, doesn't have quite as much grip, but is more durable, so it's going to last longer. And then medium kind of being in between that range. Now, granted, they make a C1 to a C5, C1 being the softest, C5 being the hardest. Actually, I think that's the opposite. I think it's C5 is the softest, C1 is the hardest. And based on where they're at, Pirelli gives them 3 tires. So if they want to go to the softest range of tire, they would give the C5, C4, and C3 would be the soft, medium, and hard compound for the weekend. Whereas if they went to the hardest set, it would be the C3, 2, and 1 would be the soft, medium, and hard. So you could actually have a soft tire at one track be a hard tire at a different track. But as for the allocations for tires, now it's been different. I know like last year, especially because of COVID regulations, and it actually may still be in place, that Pirelli has already allocated the amount of tires they have of each set for each race. But usually the teams get to decide that. And the teams do this well in advance. When the calendar is created and they get the tracks that are on there, the teams start looking at their data, understanding the compounds, and wondering, okay, do we want to bring more hard tires to this track because we think that'll be a viable option? Or do we really want to bring a ton of softs because we know we're going to need a lot of qualifying simulations and trying to get that area? You know, in Monaco, teams bring more soft tires because qualifying matters more. So they need to get more run time on the soft tires to get used to it, to be able to bang out that really good qualifying lap. And then, you know, it's hard to pass in Monaco, so you don't need kind of the hard or medium to last longer kind of a thing. So that's a little bit of it. Obviously, the intermediates and wets kind of play a role, and Pirelli usually just gives them a certain amount of those when it's wet weather. And they usually don't run into any limit issues. However, there can be, right? If you use up too much, I think they give you 4 intermediates and 3 wets when there's rain, but I'll have to double check on that. But yeah, that's a little bit of information about Formula One tires, and it's something that really differentiates it from something like IndyCar. right, where they're all using the same tires and they're all just like kind of mega pushing on every lap. And they don't really have to worry as much about conserving tires and the pace and heating up the tires as much. Man, this pack is tough to get into. Maybe that means that there's something good in here. There we go. Alrighty, guys. Drew, this is for you guys. Thank you for the question. And here we go, Drew. Starting off with Luca Giotto. He said he wants a Gunther Steiner autograph. So we'll see what we can do. We got the Guilherme Samia. It's been all F2 so far in this pack for you, Drew. And then we got the Simon Roberts. Last card in the pack for Drew. Best of luck, Drew. What do we got? Oh, it's a Guan Yu Zhou World on Wheels Refractor. Not a bad hit there. One of the cards that I actually just gave away as one of the Formula 2 card winning options. So congratulations on the Guan Yu Zhou. Definitely a viable option to be coming into Formula 1. We'll have to see if the deal gets signed and if the power of Guan Yu Zhou in China can make sure that he gets the seat over Piastri, who in his first season in F2 is about to win the championship and won F3 last year and won, I think it was Euro Cup or Euro Formula 4 before that. Piastri is insane. He's literally doing nothing but winning every series he's in. He's going to be in Formula 1 really soon. If it's not this next year, it's the year after. Look out for him. I'm telling you, he's going to be good. All right. And up next, we've got Zach Horning, who asks, so this is to me, so me being a big Red Bull and Max fan, what was the initial thing that sparked my fandom to him and the team? So this, without a doubt, definitely came from my father. So when I got back into the sport, because I always watched it as a kid with my father and been kind of into it, but then, I got into other things I was doing, sports I was playing, and, games and stuff. So when I got back into the sport really heavily was really before the 2019 season. And then we went to the 2019 Canadian Grand Prix together, and Max Verstappen was his guy. He loved Max. I think, my dad was a big Gilles Villeneuve fan way back in the day, right? And so naturally was a Jacques Villeneuve fan when he was racing, and he was never a big fan of Michael Schumacher. So he loved when Jacques won that championship in '96. So, I think he liked Max because he was, a challenge. He was a younger driver, right? Kind of going for those records of youngest Grand Prix winner, youngest, just a lot of hype and excitement. And I think my dad was drawn to that. So, and my fandom comes just directly from him, right? I've been a ride or die Max fan ever since I've gotten back into Formula 1. So that's my story for being a Max fan. But Zach, let's get in to your pack here, because we have had a couple packs without a big hit, and I'm thinking we've got a parallel coming up somewhere soon. Gotta be, right? Gotta be. We're starting off with the Charles Leclerc. Oh, Carlos Sainz base portrait. Okay, Zach. Not a bad start here. Followed by a Valtteri Bottas Grand Prix winner in Azerbaijan. And last card in the pack is a purple Giuliano Alesi. Very nice for BWT HWA Race Lab F2 team. So Zach taking home a purple and a Carlos Sainz base portrait. Very nice. Beautiful Carlos. Another card that I gave away earlier tonight. So all the hits that I'm giving away are getting pulled. Congratulations, Zach. Let me just get a couple more sleeves here. Beautiful. All right, guys. We're going to go back to a couple more card giveaways. And we're going to be seeing some better cards starting to come out. Not necessarily right away, but trust me, we're going to start to see some better cards. So, first, I don't know if you guys like Mercedes, maybe Lewis Hamilton, but we've got a lot here. We've got a Lewis Hamilton refractor, number 148, and we've got another Lewis Hamilton refractor 148, the double. We also have a Lewis Hamilton 135 Sapphire. There is a little bit of damage, I will say, on the Lewis name. And then, to top it off, we've got the Flying Finn Valtteri Bottas, just to throw in a little bit of that Finnish flavor. So, for this one, my PSA 9 purple hammy, for sure. Nice, Nick. But guys, for this one, we are going to randomize it 4 times. So let me get it up here. Again, this is for the double Lewis Hamilton refractor, the Lewis Hamilton Sapphire, and the Valtteri Bottas. Again, we're going for 4 times here, guys. And we are going to randomize the range. 1, 2, 3. Let's scroll up so we know who's on top. Here comes the 4th one. It's Jacob Mann. I know you're listening. Jacob. Congratulations on hitting the Hamilton and Mercedes lot. Jacob Mann is taking home the 4 cards that you see in front of you, in addition to whatever he gets out of his pack that he also has coming up. So, congratulations, Jacob, on the Mercedes cards. And up next, we've got a little bit of an orange vibe going on. We've got the F2 HWA Race Lab 70th orange, followed by number 1 out of 25 Campos Orange Wave. So we've got an F2 team combo here. And this one we are going to randomize 3 times. Let me get it up here. Going in for the orange combo, guys. 3 times. We've got 1, 2, and here it comes. 3, Brian Fontaine, my man, Brian Fontaine. And guys, this is as good an opportunity as any. If you haven't already, be sure to check out Brian Fontaine, Chris Letty from Letty Collectibles, and TC on the Cards Formula Trading Card Collecting Podcast. They're on YouTube and where you can get any of your podcasts. So make sure to check them out. I know I love watching them on YouTube, especially hanging out in their live chat when they go live. So guys, Brian Fontaine, congratulations from the Cards Formula. Going to be taking home these 2 orange cards. And again, definitely give them a look. They've got episode 1 and 2 already up. And very knowledgeable both about card collecting in general, as well as the sport. Really good balance. Love what they're doing there. And they're also, not new to the podcast world. They've got some other podcasts. So really good stuff. And congratulations to Brian on that one. All right, guys. You did, Jacob. You did witness it. You called it, man. You thought you were going to get it, and you hit it. So congratulations on that. All right, guys. We've got one more before we get back into the packs here. This one we've got an Alex Albon 156 Driver of the Day China Refractor. One of the only cards in the set, if you'll notice, Alex Albon for Scuderia Toro Rosso. Because as of the time of Driver of the Day in China, the China race, he was still with Toro Rosso before he'd been brought up to Red Bull. The next card is an Alex Albon freshest refractor rookie card. And the last card in this lot is a gold 70th Alex Albon card. So guys, for this one, we're going to be randomizing it 5 times. So 5 times for this one. Let me get it up on the screen here. And we're going 5 times random, guys. Here we go. We got 1, We got 2. We got 3. We got 4. And here it comes. Here comes the 5th one. Christopher Bishop. Congratulations, Christopher Bishop. One of our newest participants got in an AlphaTauri slot not too long ago. So congratulations, Chris. You will be taking home all 3 of these Alex Albon cards, including the gold 70th. Very nice. Congratulations once again to Chris. Let me just get these sleeved up here. Alrighty, guys. All right, we've got one more. We'll do one more before we get back into some of the card opening. This one is a single card. And as you guys know, Max Verstappen is my favorite. So, of course, we got to give away some Max Verstappen cards. Number 142 out of 399. Card number 171. We've got Max Verstappen purple, driver of the day in Mexico, a track the Red Bull is hooked up on. The Honda engine runs really well in high altitude. Guys, for this one, we're going to go 6 times. So let me swing it back over to the Excel sheet. And we're going 6 times for the Max Verstappen purple. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here it comes, guys. Last one for the Max Verstappen, driver of the day in Mexico purple, going to Jesse Ray. Congratulations, Jesse, taking home the Max Verstappen purple. Very nice. We will get that sleeved up. Let me just show it to you one more time here. Max Verstappen purple going to Jesse Ray. Congratulations to Jesse. All right, guys, we're going to switch it back over to the packs. And let's see who we've got up next. Up next is Brendan Edwards. So, Brendan, let's see how you do. And let's see what question Brendan has. He says, what are your thoughts on the Drivers and Constructors Championship race? Who do you think is best suited to come out on top for both of those and why? And I'll get to the second part of his question shortly. So first and foremost, I think my man, Max Verstappen, is going to come in the clutch and take the Drivers' Championship. I think that the Red Bull throughout the rest of the season is going to be overall the better car. And I think Red Bull plus Max as a package will be better than Mercedes plus Lewis as a package, just in general. I think there will be some races where the Mercedes is stronger, and that might be at this race right now because the Mercedes looks really hooked up. But I think overall, I mean, we're going to U.S., which is Red Bull's been solid there, but then we're going to Brazil. We're going to Mexico especially, but Brazil too. I mean, Red Bull strongholds, even when their car wasn't anywhere near the Mercedes on other tracks. So I think they're going to be miles ahead there. And it really comes down to how do they do on the tracks that they're close. And I think Max is going to take it. As far as the constructors go, I think Mercedes. They've got a pretty big cushion. And I don't think that Perez is going to outscore Bottas enough over the rest of the season to make up that cushion. Because I think it'll be close between Max and Hamilton. I think it'll come down to under a race win, right? I think this will be decided by 20 points or less. So even if Max makes up 20 points, they're still behind. I don't see Perez outscoring Bottas. I really don't. So that's where I see it. Your next question is, what is a bold prediction you'd make for the remaining races, any driver related? So my bold prediction here, and it may not be extremely bold given that we've seen some of it already, but so there's just a little bit more than a handful, 7 or 8 races left in the season. I think there will be 2, not 1, but 2 instances where a non-Red Bull or Mercedes gets pole. Now, I don't know exactly who it is. Could be a Charles Leclerc and a Ferrari. Could be a Lando Norris and McLaren. Could be some other outsider. You never know. But I think there will be 2 instances out of the last 7 races where it's either a Red Bull or where it's not a Red Bull or a Mercedes. So we'll have to see if that comes to fruition. But Brendan, here we go, man. We've got this one for you. Let's see what we can pull in the pack. If we can get it open. There we go. All right, Brendan Edwards, good luck. Starting off with the Carlos Sainz. Not a bad start. Followed by Robert Schwartzman, Future Stars from F2 Prima. Next one is F2 Team Carlin. And the final card, Brendan, what do we got for you here in the last card? Oh, another Robert Schwartzman, this time of Refractor. And I tell you what, this is a nice hit. Robert Schwartzman, I think he's a terrific driver. I think he will eventually get into F1. He's in the Ferrari Junior program. I think he is phenomenal. And I think that is a car that you'll want to hold on to, Brendan. If you don't already have one, I would definitely hold on to it. Congratulations on the Refractor. The Robert Schwartzman double banger with a side of fries there. So congratulations again on that one. Let me get these sleeved up for you and put away. Okay. All right. Up next, we've got Lee Zin Yi. And I didn't get a question, so I'm going to ask one of the other questions that I saw from a different person. So the question is, what was up with the $500 sale of the Bottas variation? Do you think it was overexcitement on the Alfa Romeo announcement? And then as a follow-up, why is Vettel, a 4-time world champion, priced right around Carlos Sainz? So the first question, yeah, I think the $500 Bottas variation was definitely overhyped. I mean, you can see, right, the prices on variations were definitely increasing. It was in the 100, 150, 200 range, and then out of nowhere, there was the 400 sale, and then the 500. And then it started to tail off, though, right? I mean, you can see even the recent sales. I mean, we're back down to right around 200 or so. So, yeah, I definitely think it was some overhype just from him, being in the team again. It's crazy, though, because what would have happened if they re-signed him to Mercedes? Then would have been more hype because he's got a good car and maybe he can do something next year? Or no, because he's going to get ruined by Lewis Hamilton. So, tough to say. And the next one, why is Vettel a 4-time world champion right around Carlos Sainz? I think that has to do more with the adage of, what have you done for me lately? Like, I'm sure you guys have heard that before, but Sebastian Vettel, a 4-time world champ, absolutely. Great driver. Kimi Räikkönen won a world championship too. But he's just not getting it done. And he's really fallen from grace, right? Because as recent as 2017, 2018, Vettel was on it. He was the one that was challenging Hamilton for championships. In fact, in both 2017 and 2018, halfway through the season, Vettel was winning the Drivers' Championship. And then he fell apart in the second half. And, kudos to Mercedes. They were really good at developing, right? Because they were behind both of those years at the beginning, and they outdeveloped Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton put it together, and he beat Vettel in both of them. And especially, that crash in Germany 2018 when Vettel was cruising out ahead and skidded out, and it ruined his season. Because ever since then, he never really took the fight to Hamilton, and then it was a slow decline. 2019, Charles Leclerc comes up, and at the beginning, Vettel's their number one. Ferrari even comes out and says Vettel's their number one. And then Leclerc starts to take a pole here, a pole there, a win, and all of a sudden they're on even playing field, and then Leclerc's ahead of him. Right, and then, everyone saw that the 2020 season was just terrible for Vettel, right? I mean, it was a team that didn't care about him. They were invested in the future in Leclerc, and it was tough to see. And I think everyone who's new into the sport and who's really into the F1 cards that just came out, they see that, right? And they see Vettel not as someone who's an amazing 4-time world championship winner. They see him as someone who got got beat handedly by Leclerc and ran out of town. So we'll have to see where his cards go. But this pack is for Li Xinyi. Oh, so Li Xinyi, let's see what we can do for you in this pack. All right, first card, we've got Red Bull Fastest Pit Stop Award, followed by Sean Galali for F2. Oh, there we go. Lewis Hamilton, base portrait. Li Xinyi, congratulations on probably the biggest hit of the box so far. So congratulations on that card. And the last card in the pack is a Louis Delatraz Future Stars Refractor, which is nice, but it certainly ain't a Lewis Hamilton base portrait. That is very nice. The Lewis Hamilton, gotta love it. Beautiful, beautiful card. Congratulations, Li Xinyi, on the Lewis Hamilton. Hopefully when you watch this a little later, you will see that you just got a Lewis Hamilton in a $30 pack, guys. $30 for these packs. And we've got to have some fire left. We haven't hit the fire yet from this box. We've only hit the Lewis Hamilton, which is nice, but we need a little more fire. And so, guys, we're digging up for that fire. The next pack is Ed Bonsai, one of the OGs. He's got quite a few questions. So we'll start with, he said, what is the story behind Pyrite's Card Castle, the name? So Pyrite's Card Castle actually comes from one of my kind of call signs in video games and things. Pyrite is the name that I have that I use on Xbox Live, that I use on a lot of different gaming systems and stuff. So Pyrite is just a nickname that I had through gaming. And, you know, I love castles and medieval kind of stuff and knights and everything. So Pyrite's Card Castle kind of made sense. And that's kind of where it came from. When will the brick and mortar Pirates Card Castle be open? I don't know. I would love to get one open, especially if we could make it look like a castle. But right now, brick and mortars are getting absolutely destroyed by online sellers and everyone who does things online, kind of like we do, right? I mean, brick and mortars are tough. You really have to have a lot of capital and be bringing in a ton of revenue to handle those overhead costs that you have with a brick and mortar. So, but you never know. You never know. And then the last one, why do you think there are no current/decent USA F1 drivers? And I think that's because usually Formula One and the drive for Formula One starts very, very, very young in karting. And karting is massive in Europe. The European circuit is where go-karting is. If you're in the United States and you have a 7 or 8 year old who you're thinking they're going to go to Formula One someday, and you want to pay $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 is how much it costs for 1 year of go-kart, of running the whole circuit. That's around how much you're going to have to spend to take your 7 to 8, 9-year-old kid to Europe to try to turn him into a Formula One driver. So, I mean, obviously, until go-karting becomes bigger in the United States, that's going to be a massive barrier to entry because it's only extremely rich people that can even get their child in the running to gain those skills. So realistically, you're going to need, you know, more driving schools, more go-karting tracks, a competitive go-karting circuit to open for young kids in the United States. And that's when we'll really see, I think, that next generation take the step. So I think it's probably going to be like 10 to 12 years away, I think, from when we'll see like a really good U.S. driver is my guess. So, all right, Ed, without further ado, here comes the pack. Hopefully some fire in this pack for Ed. And we're starting it off with Uni Virtuoso team logo. Followed by Charus team logo. Is this going to be the F2 team logo pack? Let's see. Next card. Oh, we broke the chain of F2 logos with a Valtteri Bottas winner in the United States. Here we go, guys. Last card for Ed. Oh, we got a Lewis Hamilton refractor. Winner in Monaco. Congratulations, Ed, on the Lewis Hamilton refractor, number 138. I know you're a massive Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton fan. You're definitely not a Max Verstappen Red Bull fan, so I know you'll appreciate the Lewis Hamilton for sure. But no, congratulations, Ed, on the Lewis Hamilton refractor. And let me just get these sleeved and packaged up for you. Alrighty. Okay. And we'll go into the next pack here. And first, just another question from Ed. He says, do you regret opening all those F1 Chrome boxes now that the prices have quadrupled? No. Actually, absolutely not. I love that I opened all the boxes I did, and got to meet each and every one of you, and kind of grow the brand a little bit and hopefully open up more boxes. And hopefully they'll keep going up. And, that's just the name of the game, right? It was the same thing with Pokemon when I broke Pokemon, breaking F1. The sealed product always goes up, guys, right? Sealed product is king. It always is. It will always rise, generally above singles. And that's just the name of the game. When you're breaking something that it's likely going to go up in value. Now, could I have anticipated the amount it went up in such a short time? How rapidly it rose? No, definitely not. Or trust me, I would have picked up 30 cases and I would have been opening up credit cards and bank loans just to pick up cases. So no, didn't know. And then, so he also asked me, you must choose sell your house or the Verstappen orange autograph that we pulled. So again, if you guys don't know, if you haven't been on the channel from the early days, my fiance, who won an item here earlier that we took off and gave to someone else, my fiance participated in one of my breaks a long time ago and got the Red Bull slot. And we pulled an orange Max Verstappen autograph. So it's not even mine, Ed, to really choose to sell or not. It's Erica's card. Now, granted, I'm the one that kind of controls, making sure it's kept safe and all of that. But I don't know. Also there's a big connection. I don't know if any or of all of you know this. But so my father passed away a little over a year ago. And like I said earlier, he was the one that really got me into Formula One, and really got me excited. I would have loved to have been able to share this with him, and have him kind of watch me open up all the cards and do it with me. But he had given me a watch in his will, and my stepmother passed that down to me. And I had these boxes, right? I think I had initially bought like 8 boxes from a case, and we had been through 7 of them. And I did want to open one just for myself. And I was trying to decide which box to open for myself. And that watch that my stepmom had given to me that was passed down from my dad was resting on one of the boxes, one of the 8 that I had. So I was like, all right, well, I'll just hold on to that one then, since my dad's watch is on it. And I broke all the other 7. And then when I was going to keep that last box, I actually decided, I was like, you know what? My dad only really cares about Red Bull. So I asked Erica if she would buy the Red Bull slot, if she wanted to buy it, and she agreed, and I sold all the rest of the slots, and I wore my dad's watch and pulled that card. So, that card definitely has a very strong, I have a very strong bond to that. So I hope that I would sell a house before I'd sell that card, because I never want to sell that card, right? I think that card to me is always going to be my favorite card. If I could pull a Lewis Hamilton superfractor, and I would still keep the Max over it. So that card just has a special connection between me, my father, and the hobby. So I'll probably be holding on to that one. But yeah, really appreciate the question. And up next, we've got, we're going to do another card here. We're going to do another card. because we were just talking about Max Verstappen. So why not put another Max Verstappen up? This time, we've got card number 165. This is Driver of the Day in Hungary, 242 out of 399. All right, guys. So here we go. Let me get this sorted. And we are going to sort this 4 times here. Let me get it up on the screen. Boom. All right. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Damiano again, man. Coming in hot. My God. Taking your second win of the night. The Max Verstappen purple. 242. Oh, man. Let me get the camera back up here, because we're looking at the card here. Max Verstappen, Driver of the Day in Hungary, going to Damiano. And I'm just going to put this in with the one you won earlier. So congratulations. Now you've got 5 purples, and one of them is a Max Verstappen. So congratulations there. But guys, we've got another Max coming up. And the cards are about to get a little spicier, just so you know. Just so you know, guys. And we're starting off with a gold 70th Max Verstappen winner in Germany. Gold 70th. This one, guys, we're going to do 7 times for the 70th. So let's go 7 times, guys, for the gold Max Verstappen. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here it comes, number 7, Brian Fontaine. Look at this. Again, I'm going to plug him again. It's rigged, right? No, I'm going to plug him again. Congratulations, Brian. You never hit really big in the breaks you did with me, but my God, you're hitting big here. And again, the cards formula. Guys, check them out on YouTube. I'm telling you, after this stream is over, go give the cards formula a watch on YouTube. First 2 episodes are up. And Brian, let me add this to yours. Taking home the 2 oranges and the Max Verstappen 70th. Alrighty. And guys, we got one more card here before we get back into some packs. And this one is a Sergio Perez base refractor. Sergio Perez. And guys, we do have more packs for sale. I'm going to have 3 more times. And so, guys, if you're hanging out, joining the chat, the way that you would participate in these giveaways in the future, all you got to do is participate in my breaks. So I've got a ton of breaks that are going to be coming up. I'm going to be lining them on Facebook, on Instagram. Reach out to me. My Instagram is at Pyrites_card_castle. It's in my F1 or my YouTube bio and everything. Reach out to me. I'm Scott James on Facebook, and we can definitely get you into a break. And trust me, at the end of the season, the giveaway and break that we're doing then will make this look like child's play. So definitely make sure you get in on one of those breaks over time. But here we go. We got Sergio Perez, guys. And we're going to do this 11 times because he's number 11. So let's give 11 randomizations. Again, we've got everyone selected here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here we go. Number 11 coming up for the Sergio Perez refractor base portrait. Jason Levi Silva. And sorry if I pronounced your middle name incorrectly, but Jason Silva, congratulations. If you're in the chat here, that's awesome. Congratulations. Also, I did want to plug my man Jason here. He's done a couple breaks before, but I just saw him post something on the F1 pages. It was either today or yesterday. Jason is also a very talented artist, and he made some one-of-one cards that he had worked out with a deal that he's going to be selling for a fundraiser. I can't off the top of my head remember the cause, but definitely a good cause. So check that out. Jason Levi Silva, you'll see him in some of the Formula One Facebook groups. He's looking to help donate to a good cause and share some Formula One artistry and in the hobby. So congratulations, Jason, on the Sergio Perez refractor. Big hit there for Jason. All right. Now we are going to get back to packs. We've got 2 more packs that are paid for, and then we've got 3 that everyone in the live stream is going to be able to, and you're going to have to bear with me because we're going to have to do this a weird way. I'll do it in a second here, but hold on. Up next is Nick Driscoll. Gets the next pack. Or actually, hold on. I think I skipped one. Let me just make sure how many we've opened. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think we did NB Spurs pack yet. So we've got NB Spurs is up, then Nick Driscoll. So again, apologies for that. All right, guys. Here we go. We've got NB Spurs on deck, and his question is best F2 prospects 2020 versus 2021. Which Chrome F2 prospects will be better drivers or better investments? Obviously, Mick Schumacher is a big one because it doesn't even matter so much as to how he performs. As long as he's decent, the Schumacher name is going to carry. So he'll be great. I think Piastri, when he eventually comes up, is going to be dynamite. So I'd look out for him. And then let's see, what is one rule that most of us noobs don't know? So maybe if you're, Drive to Survive fan, if you've just kind of gotten into it, what's something that maybe you wouldn't know? So I would say that whenever there's a new regulation change, and this is about to happen next year, right? The rules are written out so that they try to keep everything as tight as possible, and the Formula One FIA comes up with what they think the cars will look like with some, degree of variance. I tell you, the guys that are on the F1 teams are absolutely insane engineers and will find a way to break it or to find something that will give them just a performance boost that's insane. And it reminds me of the double diffuser that Braun GP. So Ross Braun, who's now the FIA, one of the heads of the FIA, or Formula One. He used to work for Mercedes. He used to work for Ferrari, but he bought Honda or Toyota. He bought Toyota's old team. Actually, I think it was Honda. He actually bought Honda's old team, turned it into Braun GP, created the double diffuser, which allowed the amount of air flow to come. It reduces the drag. Basically, like what the diffuser does. And, Chris Letty could probably answer this better than me. He worked for a BMW race team. But the diffuser kind of acts as like a chamber for like the air to exit from the underneath of the car. From the underneath of the car, and then integrates it with the higher pressure that's coming from the ambient air around the car. And so the smoother that transition is, that reduces the amount of drag that you have on the car. So basically, the airflow that's coming underneath, that's getting warped up into the air around the car, that's coming off the top and the sides, the way that airflow integrates is important, right? Aerodynamics is key to how fast these F1 cars go. And the double diffuser was a great way to smooth that transition, and it was a lot of lap time. And the other teams really were playing catch up throughout the first half of the season. And Braun GP went on to win. They went on to win. Jenson Button got his world championship that year. And then Ross Braun sold the team, and they became Mercedes. And we all know what happened after that. Mercedes went on to dominate. So, yeah, really cool, the things that the teams come up with. Absolutely. So, NB, Spurs, we got you here. Let's see what we got in your pack. First up, Charles Leclerc, winner in Belgium. followed by a Roman Grosjean for Haas F1 team driver portrait. Then we've got a Lewis Hamilton winner in Bahrain. And last card for NB Spurs is Antonio Giovinazzi, World on Wheels. Congratulations on the insert on the Lewis Hamilton winner in Bahrain. But most importantly, Roman Grosjean base portrait, the Phoenix. I don't know if you guys have seen, he's kind of rebranded himself the Phoenix, after kind of, having that terrible fiery ball of a crash the past season. Going over to IndyCar, he's kind of remade himself, as a driver, and he just got his new racing suit. It's all yellow with red, kind of symbolizing the Phoenix. So pretty cool. I hope he does well. I think, anyone who comes from F1 and goes into another racing series, I always root for. From Kevin Magnussen to Roman Grosjean to all of the drivers who have gone to IndyCar or other series, always rooting for him. So good to see. All right, next pack. So this one is Nick's. So Nick, sorry about that. Hopefully you didn't want that Antonio Giovinazzi, but you were up after NB. Almost skipped them. And your question was, have you ever been to a race? Discuss the experience. What track is my favorite on the calendar? What race do I want to see live at least once in my lifetime? So the only race that I've been to live was 2019 Canada with my father. And it's one that I'll always remember, right? I think everyone always remembers your first race. But for me, it'll be the only time that I'll ever have gone to a Grand Prix with my dad since he passed away. So I'm forever grateful that I did it, that I got the opportunity to go with him. And I probably wouldn't be sitting here doing this if I never had, because that really, my hyper fixation went all in on Formula One. And that was a couple of years ago. And ever since, I've just been locked in. June 2019. But in terms of what is my favorite track, that's a tough one. I hate Monaco because it's all qualifying. I really like tracks where there is the most action during the race, but I also like tracks where there are sweeping corners where you can battle corner to corner. Silverstone is actually a really good track in that, if you remember, before Hamilton kind of clipped Max and he sent him into the wall, when they were racing the 20 seconds prior to that, that was amazing. I mean, no one, doesn't matter who you root for, could say that watching that wasn't insanely exciting. So I love tracks that have those kind of loops where you can really fight through multiple corners. And that's one of them. Turkey actually has an area where you can kind of hang with people for multiple corners. So I'm excited for that. As for track, which one I'd like to see live? Singapore. Hands down, easy decision. I want to see the Singapore Grand Prix live. It's at night. The fireworks, everything about the ambiance around the Singapore Grand Prix. And I love everything. I want to go to Singapore just in general to visit. So I think, why not see a Grand Prix? Alrighty. Well, here we go. We've got next pack. And let's see what we can pull out of here. Now, you remember Nick got so lucky, right? Nick, come on. So lucky. Now, Nick hit a huge card on one of my breaks. He got a Daniel Ricciardo orange autograph. So we'll see what we can do for him now. I'm also getting something saying that YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So I apologize if you're experiencing buffering. But hopefully you can stay with me here. And Nick, we've got Christian Lundgaard for your first card. We've got a Kimi Räikkönen base portrait, followed by a Pedro PK F2. And last card for Nick Driscoll is a Daniel Kvyat World on Wheels. So another World on Wheels insert. Man, there's got to be something left in these packs, guys. There's got to be something. But we got the Kimi Räikkönen Nice hit there for Nick. So Nick, I will get these packaged up for you. And congratulations again on hitting that orange Daniel Ricciardo autograph back in the day. And that card has just been going up, 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 up in value. I think one of them sold on eBay for $2,200, $2,400. Crazy. All right, guys. We're getting down to it. We've got one more pack here that's been paid. And we have a few more extras. So Jacob Mann is taking home this pack. And he asks, how do I feel about the current state of grading / slabs? There are so many options and some are kind of pricey. It really feels like a gamble and some companies don't get the respect that I feel is needed to justify using them. And how do I pre-assess cards and decide to send them off to grading? So there's a lot of factors to take in when choosing a grading company, right? Obviously, if you're talking resale, if what you care about is resale, PSA is still king. Granted, it costs a lot. The cheapest option with PSA right now is about $150. But if you hit a Lewis Hamilton autograph, $150 is not a big portion of that card's value. But it's going to bring way more than that to get it graded with PSA. So I think if you've got a massive hit, I would probably grade it with PSA, especially if you're ever considering reselling it. Now, if it's something is going to be in your personal collection, you're never going to sell it, and it is something near and dear to you, use whatever company you like best, whatever slabs you like. I love the way HGA slabs look. I think their custom slabs and the way they do it looks great. It doesn't have the same resale value as PSA or BGS or even CSG and CGC, but it looks good, in my opinion, right? Everyone's got their own opinion, right? Some people think they look terrible. Some people love BGS. Some people think PSA looks awful. But I think that comes down to your opinion for personal collection. And then if we're talking resale value, as a cheaper option, I do like CSG as a cheap option if you're looking to actually resell. But for big cards, you got to send them to PSA, right? If we're talking like if you've got a card that's multiple thousands and you're trying to resell it, you'd be silly not to send to PSA. Now with these cards specifically, you got to be careful about the edge of the cards. And there's been a shift. You've seen, some of these cards early on with the Knicks were graded pretty low and have been coming up as the grading companies have realized that mostly all of these cards have those peeling rollers on them. But if you're able to get a 10 on a parallel of chrome, that's huge. That is absolutely huge, especially with all of the quality control issues they've had. That makes a 10 worth even that much more. Now, I'm not talking like the base or the sapphire base, because a lot of those are going to be 10s, right? And TC talked about it on the card formula, so props to them there. But it's really, if you've got a parallel, those things are huge if you can get them in a 10. So I would send them out. If you've got none of the peeling on there and you think the corners look good and everything, that's how I would consider to send something in. Even with the peeling, if it's a small peel and everything else in the card looks good, I'd probably send it in. All right, man. Well, Jacob Mann, my man, who's already won something tonight, let's see if he can win again by pulling a banger. He's starting off with the Charles Leclerc Driver of the Day in Italy. Another Phoenix, Roman Grosjean. Man, he was just in the last pack and we thought we were done, but he rises from the ashes again. Going over to Jacob. A Nikita Mazepin. I'm going to the U.S. Grand Prix this year, and I'm at the Haas Team Hill, and we get to meet Nikita and Mick Schumacher, so I definitely got to get Nikita's autograph, right? I mean, I don't know, Schumacher, I've never heard of him, but Nikita Mazepin, definitely got to get his autograph. And Jacob, last card for you is a George Russell World on Wheels. I tell you what, we've been getting a lot of these World on Wheels, and this is a nice one to hit. Out of all of the World on Wheels, honestly, this is like a top 4. You're looking for Lewis, Max, George, and Lando. We got 2 Phoenixes in one box. We got a George Russell rookie card. World on Wheels there for Jacob as well. All right, guys. Okay. So I'm going to give away one more card here, and then I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to, again, purchase some $30 packs if you're live here in the stream. But first, let's give away this card. All right, guys. Coming up for you here. Number 80 out of 99. We've got Christian Lundgaard green autograph. So this one we are going to randomize 8 times. And again, this is for anybody. So let me get everyone selected here and then get it up on the board. We are doing 8 randoms for the Christian Lundgaard. Here we go, guys. Let's count them out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. The Christian Lundgaard autograph. Andy Mama. Andy, as if he needed anything more for Formula One. This is going to Andy Mama, the same guy who pulled the Hamilton gold portrait 44 out of 50. Andy Mama, my man, and this is as good a time as any to bring up Andy and the fact that, I tell you what, if you guys are into coffee, and I am a huge coffee fan. I love coffee. I have 2 or 3 cups a day. Probably shouldn't, but I do. And the Barista Parlor, check them out. Barista Parlor down in Nashville, Tennessee, has a ton of delicious coffee flavors. One of them named the Grand Prix. So check them out. Andy Mama Barista Parlor Coffee down in Nashville, Tennessee. So congratulations, Andy, on the big hit there. And now, guys, this is what I'm going to need everyone to do. Everyone in the chat, I need you to all type just 1. Hit a 1 and hit enter. And please only do it one time. Just one time. Everyone who's in the chat, I think we've got about 10 people in the chat right now. If everyone can hit a 1 and enter that into the chat, you guys are all going to have the opportunity to purchase another pack here for $30. So everybody get in here, and I'm going to go by your YouTube name, and we'll figure it out in the back end. But everyone that's watching, you don't have to have even been in my break. Anyone can get in on this, and I'll true up with you. I know you're all good for it. We'll get the $30. But so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10. So I know we've got at least 10 here. So, and I think the 11th might be my fiance. Oh, nope, there's Jacob. All right, we've got 11 here. Let me get them in. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so we've got, only copied over 9. We got Zach, we got Johnny, we got Dylan, we got Benjamin, we got Chief, we've got Brian, we've got Jonathan, we've got Nick, we got Drew. Let me get Jacob in there. And I don't know what is going on with this craziness in the text color, but all right, so there we go. So I'm just going to give it one more second. Erica, you're not included. I'm sorry. I love you, but you cannot win. All right, guys. So we've got 10 folks in here live. So I'm going to randomize it 3 times, and then whoever's on the top is going to get the opportunity to purchase another pack here for $30. And I've got 3 packs that we're going to be doing this for. So again, I'm going to randomize it 3 times. Whoever's on top, you can buy a pack for $30. I'll confirm it with you. You'd be crazy not to, but you could say no. All right, 3 times, guys. Randomized in the range. We got 1, 2, and here we go. 3. Drew. Drew, my man Drew. Let me know if you want another pack. and we can do it live here for you, Drew. Once you give me the go-ahead, I will put you down for the next pack. And we will be off and running. All right, Drew is in it. We got confirmation, baby. I'll collect the 30 for you later, and we'll hit you an autograph right here. Let's see about it. Okay, Drew, coming in hot here. Let's see what we can do for Drew. All right, guys, starting off with Callum Ilott, who just signed for IndyCar, so be on the lookout, guys. Ooh, Daniel Ricciardo, base portrait. Very nice base portrait. That's what I am talking about for Daniel Ricciardo. Up next. Whoa, we got an orange Carlos Sainz. Oh, Drew, I think you may have hit the monster pack, baby, because we've got the Daniel Ricciardo base, and now we've got a Carlos Sainz orange, which means only one thing, that there's another card behind here. It could be, a track tag or a World on Wheels insert, or it could be something crazy like an autograph. Maybe your man, Gunther Steiner. But let's see, Drew, the orange Carlos Sainz, which is beautiful, by the way. Can we just appreciate it? Does have a little dimple there, but beautiful card. And the last card in the pack for Drew. Oh my God, this is the second one of these I've pulled. Let's go, Drew. Oh, baby, come on. You're kidding me. I pulled 2 of the 25 Daniel Ricciardos. Come on. Drew and Nick, you guys got to be best friends now because you both have one. Unbelievable. Let's put that up there. Oh, my God. Drew, the $30 pack for the Daniel Ricciardo orange autograph. Oh, my God. And guys, Drew and his wife, big Ricciardo fans. So I know they are going nuts right now. Oh, that is awesome. Guys, double orange in that pack. Unbelievable. Because he's got the Carlos Sainz as well. Look at that. The double banger with the side of fries. The Ricciardo. It was just a precursor, guys. He was foreshadowing for the orange Ricciardo that was coming afterwards. Oh, my God. Congratulations, Drew. I'm so happy. I was really hoping that we could pull a big banger here in the appreciation stream. So super stoked for you. Congratulations. And wow, takes 2 oranges in one pack. So let's see what number, because we won't pull Ricardo's number 3, right? We can't do that. But first, let's look at Carlos. Let's see what Carlos gave us. Number 10 for Carlos. Now, guys, I mean, I've done it a few times, right? I've pulled the driver number. I couldn't possibly do it again here, right? It couldn't possibly be number 3. It just couldn't be. So let's see. Oh, okay. 25 out of 25. Hey, if you don't get the driver number, taking 1 or the max is always the best. So let's take a little bit of a closer look here, too. You've got a little nick on the left, but pretty small as far as the peeling goes. On the right side, looking good. The corners look decent. This one maybe has a tiny, you can see that little nick. And there's a little nick there, but oh my gosh, what an amazing card. Congratulations. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. And Drew, I'll get these packed up for you. My God, I'm going to make sure. And also, I got some new thick top loaders, guys. So for things like autographs and stuff, I'll make sure that they're going to be in those. So we take really good care of the corners and everything. Oh, my God. This is insane. Drew and Nick, I've pulled you guys both the Daniel Ricciardo oranges. Insane. All right, guys. So quick question, because we've got more. There's 13 folks watching now. So if you weren't in, if you haven't typed in a 1 in the chat, I need you to do so for me. And so far I've got Drew, I've got Zach, I got Dylan, Ben, Brian, Jacob, Nick, Jonathan, Yin, Chief, Johnny. I know I'm missing some people here. Is there anybody else? I'll give you just a couple more minutes to get in. Jacob, you're in here, yep. I'm trying to look through the chat to see if there's anyone that I missed. I don't see anybody. All right. Well, here we go. Thanks for the PayPal. All right, man. So, Drew, we are going to take you off this one. We're not gonna allow you to purchase yet another pack, unfortunately, but I will give it down to these 9 because I haven't seen anyone else. So again, guys, these 9, here we go for another pack. And again, just $30. So just $30. We're gonna randomize it. Why don't we do it 3 times for Daniel Ricciardo's number? In homage of his number, 3 times. All right, here we go, guys. We got 1, 2, and the last one, Benjamin Vaccaro. Benny, do you want to buy a pack for $30, man? This may be one of the only people that might say no. So we'll see. But Benny, let me know if you want the pack for $30. And if you do, we'll get it open for you. And if not, I'll offer it up to someone else. Let's see what he says. If he's in. He says woo, he's in. All right, Benny is in. Benjamin Vaccaro taking his first shot here. Let's see what we can do. Probably not another orange autograph, but could be something crazy in here. Guys, and I'm telling you, with these loose boxes, I mean, we just saw, in the case I just opened, there was no variation. So I'm done with every case has a variation. As far as I'm concerned, 1 in every 12 boxes, which is what it tells you, is where you get the variation. In these boxes, I'm telling you, pick up loose boxes, guys. There are always chances. Like, this was a loose box, and that's an orange Daniel Ricciardo, and maybe there's a variation here. Who knows? But here we go, Benny. Starting off with Max Verstappen. Okay. Take the Max Verstappen, driver of the day in Brazil, and my light just went out. So it's actually like this is more of an intimate, lighting scene here, guys. So it's getting intimate here. We pulled the orange Ricciardo. We're putting the lights down for Benjamin Vaccaro here. Geez, when I block that right light, it really gets dark. All right, Valtteri Bottas. Benny, last card here in the pack for you. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, Carlos Sainz. Base refractor. Let's go, Benny. That is a solid card to hit. Absolutely amazing. My fiance is so kind. She's going to get this other light hooked up for me in the meantime. She's looking for options here. But congratulations. Look at this. The hits keep on coming. And Benjamin Vaccaro taking home a Carlos Sainz base portrait refractor. Guys, this box is absolutely amazing. Carlos Sainz making another appearance. Had the orange car. There we go. Now we've got the light back, guys. That's what we like to see. Unbelievable. Benny Vaccaro, you owe me $30. Awesome. And guys, for those of you who don't know, you saw Erica Vaccaro earlier on one of the things, and that is my fiance. Benny is my soon-to-be brother-in-law. So congratulations, Benjamin Vaccaro. Let me just write that down here. All right. Okay. And guys, we got another one. Benny, I am going to take you out of the running. If anyone wins one of these, I'm basically just going to remove them. So, Benny, we're taking you out. Is there anyone else now who's been in? I haven't seen any new names. So we are going to run with this for the next pack. So it's getting down. Now we only got 8 people. So the chances are increasing right here, guys. They're increasing for your shot at a pack. We're going to do it, let's see. Why don't we go 6 times? I got 6 boxes sitting in front of me as my backdrop. So we'll do 6 times here, guys. So here we go for your chance to buy one of these packs for $30. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here we go. Last one. Who's on top? Jonathan Yin, my man. Here we go. Jonathan Yin, I will give you a second for the stream to catch up and for you to confirm that you want this pack for $30. Just let me know, and I will lock it in for you. But guys, unbelievable. Wow, I can't believe I hit that Daniel Ricciardo. That card, just unbelievable. I'm taking another quick peek at it here. Oh my God, what a nice card, guys. Unbelievable. Jonathan Yin is going to take it. Okay, that's confirmation. Good enough for me. Alrighty, guys. Okay. We are good to go. Got everything set up. Jonathan Yin taking this pack for $30, baby. $30. Let's see what else is waiting. We've still got a shot, right? We pulled the 2 purples. You know, that's pretty consistent. Every box I've seen, unless it has 19 packs, has 2 purples. So I think we're done with purples. We got an orange auto. We got an orange, but I don't think we've hit all 6 refractors. There could always be a variation. Always. And we could have more color. We could get a gold. We could get a 70th something. Maybe a red. Who knows? But we're starting off with Alex Albon, Formula One freshest rookie card, followed by the man himself, Gunther Steiner. Third card in the pack is MP Motorsport, and here we go. Jonathan, last card. Let's see if we got some last card magic. Ooh, a Lewis Hamilton refractor winner in China. Very nice Lewis Hamilton refractor there. So, Jonathan, congratulations on that one. And just send over the 30 whenever you can. And guys, you know what this gets me excited to do? To break more boxes. I cannot wait. I've been stockpiling. I've been trying to search around the highest hill in the deepest corner to find the cheapest prices, to pass those prices on to you. Guys, people are breaking over 2,000 consistently now, but not me. We'll be keeping it lower than that. I'll be keeping it as affordable as possible so everyone can join in. Congratulations again, Jonathan. Let me just put you up on there. All right, guys. We've got one more. If I can just remove this. Okay. So before we do the last packs, I've got another giveaway here. And this giveaway is a pack of cards, a set of cards. Kind of. It is a George Russell freshest, along with a ton of Williams cards. So if you're a Williams fan, you will love this pack. There's more George Russells in there. There's obviously some Latifis and other things, but George Russell, Formula One freshest, and a ton of other cards. And for this one, everyone is included, and we're going to do it 4 times. So here we go, guys. 4 times random for the George Russell Freshest and Company. We've got 1, 2, 3, and here we go. Tung Lee going home with the George Russell Williams pack. Congratulations to Tung Lee. Did a Mercedes break with me way back. So congratulations to Tung. I will make sure to get that sent over to you. And we've got another one. We've got a Max Verstappen pack. So this one has got a sapphire version of Max Verstappen. We've also got every single Max Verstappen base card in here and the World on Wheels, track tag as well. Everything but the portrait. So you're taking home every single card in the set and the sapphire and the World on Wheels and the track tag. Just everything except the portrait. So for this one, we will do it 3 times. As Max is number 3. We'll go 3 times random here, guys. Here we go. 1, 2, and coming up. Oh, Oyvind Fiske Bunes. All right, my man. Congratulations. Taking home the Max Verstappen Red Bull pack. Awesome. Big congratulations to you. Just hopped in. I think he's the last person to join one of my breaks. So good thing you hopped in to take home the Max Verstappen pack. All right, guys. We've got 2 more card giveaways and 2 more packs. So let's get into it. We're going to go with a pack first. And let me just get up on the stream. We're down to 7 people. 7 people, guys, are left to be able to pick up one of these. So here we go. Let me get it up on the screen here. All right. Guys, we're going to do this one 6 times. 6 times random for the opportunity to buy a $30 pack. Here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here we go. Last one. It is Johnny Atenko, the one and only good luck charm. Had a pack earlier, but does he want to come back in for the second pack here for $30? Johnny, once you give me the go-ahead, we will get it open. And guys, I'm just going to let you know, here we go. Johnny's in, and I'm going to let you know the cards that are about to be random off. After this pack, you will be getting a George Russell first podium after scintillating qualifying lap tops now. And the Lando Norris qualifies on the front row and finishes P3. You'll be getting the rookie combo of George Russell and Lando Norris, and that'll be random after we open Johnny's pack. So here we go. Johnny, let's see if there's any fire left in this pack, and slip of the thumb, reveal that there just might be, Johnny. Your luck may have finally caught up with you and pass on to yourself, but we'll see. We're starting off with an Esteban Ocon, followed by Valtteri Bottas. We're getting a lot of the car cards in here, Johnny. Oh, you know what that means, Johnny. You know what that means. And everyone knows what this means, right? When the third card, and I'm going to say this, I don't even know how many times, but when the third card is an insert, guys, there's something behind it. It could be a 70th. It could be purple, although it probably isn't a purple because we got 2. Could be anything. I've never seen 2 autographs in one box, so probably not an autograph. But really, Johnny, just about anything could be here. Let's flip it up this way, because we're hoping for something that's going to be faced this way, right? We want something faced like base portrait, vertically. We don't want a horizontal card. Johnny, here we go. Here we go, guy. Last card is the luck with you. Oh, Kimi Räikkönen, gold 70th. What did we say about the 70th? The gold. Kimi Räikkönen, who's retiring after this year. So his cards are going to be harder and harder to come by. Congratulations, Johnny. The big Kimi Räikkönen. And I tell you what, the 188 is about as close as you can get to the portrait for Kimi. So without obviously being the portrait itself, but congratulations. Also got the World on Wheels Phoenix. So huge hits, guys. Notification already came up on my phone that Johnny sent me the 30. So appreciate the quick 30 there, Johnny. And congratulations again on the gold. Kimi Räikkönen. Unbelievable. The amount of fire that's come out of this box. What a box. What a box. I know, I saw that, right? His water system. So, the guys, it's interesting. You know they have drinks in their car. They call it the drink, right? It's water, although some of them have actually used tea in the past. But for the most part, it's water. And it's for the driver to drink because you're sweating a lot. You're going to get dehydrated if you go through a whole race, especially in some of the hotter climates, warmer climates. The more humid. So they have a drinking system that's hooked up through your helmet. And actually, the place they put the water, most teams, is actually in the nose of the car. And it's because it helps with weight distribution. And you'll see that there will be times where the engineers will come over the radio and tell them to drink. And you think it's, they're reminding them to drink, right? Because they're dehydrated. No. The reason an engineer ever tells a driver to drink is because they want to shift the balance of weight. And they want to bring more of it to the rear. So they need him to drink that water so it comes from the nose to where he is positioned. So it's actually crazy. Yeah, I remember he said that. It was the simplest part of the car, and they can't effing fix it. Yeah, Kimi was not too happy. But guys, the two Tops Now combo, we are going to do this one 7 times. We're going to go lucky number 7. Let me get it up on the screen here. 7 times, guys, for the Lando Norris and George Russell Tops Now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here we go. Number 7, Alex Num taking home the George Russell and the Lando Norris. Congratulations, Alex. We will make sure that I get these two packaged up for you, Alex. Congratulations. All right, guys. We've got one more card giveaway, and then we've got one more pack. So let's see. I'm going to need a little help here. Not from you, honey, but from some other stands. It's a little off center, but okay, guys. For this one, you all know I am a Max Verstappen fan, so of course we're going to end with Max Verstappen. This is a Tops Now bundle that has every 2021 Max Verstappen Tops Now card up until the last race. I don't have the cards in from the last races, so I don't have anything from Monza or on. But here we go. We've got Max Verstappen card number 23, biggest margin of victory since 2016. We've got Max Verstappen. I should have done this one first. Number 20. And this is a late overtake seals thrilling victory. We're actually going to move that one. It's number 20, 23. Then we've got number 27, first career Grand Slam We're going to move these a little bit. First career Grand Slam for Max Verstappen. And a Grand Slam, just so you guys know, right? That is a Grand Slam. So I'll read it off to you. But the youngest ever, right, to get, and it doesn't even say it, I guess. Or maybe it does. Yeah, so you qualify on pole, you lead every lap, and you get the fastest lap. So Grand Slam for Max Verstappen, number 27. Then we've got card 33. Max Verstappen, the victory in the first ever, the inaugural sprint qualifying. Max Verstappen. I actually love that Topps Now card. I almost bought the 1-of-1 parallel from someone who was selling it. They wanted like $650. I probably should have. But I didn't. And then the last one I've got here is number 47. Stunning victory at his home Grand Prix. So guys, we've got 5 Topps Now Max Verstappen cards, and this is going to be done 13 times. We'll go 13. We're not going to go to the full 33. I think that would be a little much. So we'll do 13 for these 5 Max Verstappen cards, guys. Here we go. Last card giveaway of the night. Here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and here we go. Number 13, Will Cruiser is going home with all 5. Congratulations, Will. Taking all 5 of them. The Max Verstappen Topps Now cards. Congratulations, everyone. And guys, for the last pack that we have here, again, it's going to be for the folks live in the stream. Really appreciate it. Hanging out. Again, there's probably going to be more of these. Again, at the end of the season, it'll be anyone who's ever participated from now until then. So if you hop back in a break, I'll probably reset it. But everyone will have the opportunity to get some packs and get some teams, guys. But for this one, we are going to take Johnny out. And we are down to just 6, folks. And guys, for sitting here the entire night, for hanging out, this pack is going to be on the house. So whoever gets this one is going to get it for free. And this one we are going to do 10 times, guys. So 10 times, whoever wins this one is getting it for free. Here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and here we go, guys, for a free pack here at the end of the night. Chief is going home with a pack, baby. We've got Chief Keith taking the last pack here. Let me get it up on the screen. Here we go. Keith, let's see what's left in this box. I mean, God, we've hit a lot, so I don't know what's left here, but hey, the price is right. For free. So congratulations. And here we go. Oh, Alex. Oh, no, you didn't get your name in there, my guy. I'm sorry. We'll get you included later. And, you know, obviously happy that you won. I think, Alex, you took home. If you weren't listening earlier, I know you won one of the card offerings. So congratulations on that. But yeah, I'm sorry. You didn't type your 1 in there earlier. I never got it from you. So my apologies for that. But let's see what we've got here for Chief Keith. We've got a Max Verstappen driver of the day in Spain. We've got Marcus Armstrong, Future Stars from F2. Next card is a Jean Mongeau. I think he's the team principal for Alfa Romeo or the technical director potentially. But here we go, Keith. Last card we're hoping for a variation, right? Praying. Give us a Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen variation. Why not? Why not? Let's see what we got here. Oh, we do have a track tag, though. The third era, Daniel Kvyat, the third era. Congratulations, Chief Keith, on taking home these 4 cards from the free pack. And everyone, congratulations on not only the cards that we're giving out tonight, but the cheap packs. The orange Daniel Ricciardo autograph. I mean, can we just, I think we've got to get that one up on the screen again, just to kind of put it in there. Unbelievable. God, this card is just so nice. Daniel Ricciardo, sorry, I'm just trying to be extra careful here before I get it up on the screen. All right, guys, let me get this thing in a top loader for my man, Drew. Oh, so happy for you, Drew. You know, you've been in a few breaks, haven't really hit big yet. Hooked me up, actually, got me a key in on some boxes. And how do we repay it? But with a Daniel Ricciardo. And this is on the top loader, or on the sleeve. Don't worry about that. Daniel Ricciardo, and I love his autograph, right? The big DR, real nice. So congratulations. That's definitely the pull of the night, everyone. Daniel Ricciardo. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being a part of it. You know, it really couldn't do any of this without you guys. So I'm going to be putting up a ton more boxes starting next week. We are going live, baby. I have got cases and cases and cases. So we will be doing this again. And guys, at the end of the season, when Max Verstappen has won the World Drivers' Championship, we'll be doing another big giveaway. And again, appreciate it. This has been Scott, a.k.a. Pirate. And real quick, one last time before I go, just one last reminder. The Cards Formula, guys. Check them out. It's on YouTube, podcast, The Cards Formula. They're awesome group of guys, and they have really good information on the industry, Formula One in general. Make sure to check them out. But, yep, guys, this has been Scott, a.k.a. Pirate, signing off.